Hey guys, it's Darren from Jace Media, and in the chair tonight we are joined by Ola and Matt from Heavy Feather. The guys have just put together what I can only describe as a top 10 contender album. It's a cracking. Obviously, for me, you put some cowbell in there, so we're all everything is cool. We like a bit
Right.
of cowbell.
Right.
So, good evening, gents. How are we?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, me too. Good.
It's good. It's
Thanks.
good to have you. It's good to have you. How is life treating you in Sweden? How is lockdown? How are you able to get around? Are you doing stuff?
Yeah. It's almost no lockdown here in Sweden.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
liberal Swede.
yeah,
So we try to just keep it small, just be with your family,
yeah.
but the pubs are open and restaurants are open with small amount of people, but it's not like England today. I heard they can go get their first pint.
Yes,
yeah.
and beer garden. Ola, can you do me a favour? Can you adjust your camera because I can't see your face?
Oh,
Okay.
My goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll people will be going, who's that guy? Don't know who he is.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's better. Thank you. Yes,
yeah,
in England today they've opened the beer gardens, so you can go to the beer garden. You're not allowed to
right.
drink inside of pubs and restaurants and stuff. So it's been a tough time. I think England and Scotland have had a second wave, and I think the thought is that if they release things too early, that a third wave may come because you're allowing. I think by July they're talking about allowing people to go on holiday. So you come back from holiday, self isolate, and there's a chance, that you could catch it or bring it back. So it's a trying time for everyone, and I think
yeah,
especially for the music industry.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Totally.
it's so hard. I think my last gig was February 28th, 2020, when I
Mm.
Yeah.
saw Samantha Fish in Glasgow, and that was my last show.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Mm.
I think actually that was my last live performance too, in front of real audience.
Yeah,
February 28th. Yeah.
Right. With
yeah,
the
Yeah.
Sienna Root. Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That has some significance in Matt. It has a bit of significance, both on the
Eh,
28th of February.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how is the album been received? When have you put it out to lots of people to get feedback?
Really good, I think. Really good. Um, I think it's got really good reviews before it was released, but now when it's released, when everyone can hear it, I think people like it, and it's really nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
we like it too. So
yeah, it's got a different feel. It's got a real kind of bluesy, kind of soulful, rugged feel about it, and I think that's what kind of instantly draws you to it.
Right.
From the first notes, you think, wow, this is just going to be like an absolute killer album. And as you get into it, and you've got a mix of ballads, you've got a mix of rock, you've got the blues, you've got a bit of soul, you've got cowbell. We love a bit of cowbell,
yeah,
and I think that kind of it really elevates the album. It's I think for me, I think last year, I I only had two albums that I gave a 10 out of 10. One was King King. Have you heard of those
Mm.
guys, Scottish boys?
Yeah. Yeah. I've
Uh,
seen them live.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, fantastic. And When Rivers Meet, they're a
Okay.
blues rock husband and wife team from England.
Okay.
They're the only two people that I gave a 10 out of 10 last year.
Okay. Yeah.
So I
We,
start the new year, and we're in there, and you're my first 10 of the year.
Oh, so all right. So that's
thank you
honor.
very much for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
For me, guys, it's like, I do probably 30, 40 reviews a week of different genres, male, female groups, blues, rock, soul, jazz. And, sometimes you get an album, my boss rang me and said, I want you to download this album on WeTransfer. I said, who is it? And he went, it's a band from Sweden, Heavy Feather. They sound quite good. And, and what I do is I download the album and I play it through first without, doing any writing or anything, just to get the feel of it. And, that way I was just like, wow, that's just it's an incredible piece of music.
Wow.
It's got I kind of slink back in my chair and go, wow, that's just, it just captivates you, So it's a real killer album, and I think you guys and and the girls should be very proud. It's a cracking little album, and I'm sure it'll do extremely well.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, really glad to hear that. Thank you.
What you'll probably see is that I don't know if you've had my review yet.
No, I think I haven't seen it. That you gave us 10 out of 10 was news for me, at least.
Yeah, But what I can do after we finish, I'll get one of your email addresses and I'll send it to you, and you can read it. You can critique me and tell me if it's good or bad. So the next time you come on, you can tell me that my review was rubbish or it was good. So
yeah.
I'm gonna sit back and just enjoy a nice piece of review.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, you get people who go, yeah, they had 10 tracks or 8 tracks or 12 tracks, and I liked 6, I liked 8, but I didn't like the 4. I don't do that. What I do is I stand there and I think I'm in the front row watching you guys just do your thing, and I critique it from the point of view that as if I'm at the gig, and you can hear every sound, and the drums and the gritty guitar coming through, the bluesy vocals, and the deep bass, and that's how I put across my review. So hopefully when you read it, it'll kind of fill you with a little bit of, wow, this guy gets what we're trying to do.
Nice. All right.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't feel, in my opinion, I don't have a connection right now with people who, if they have listened or how they receive it, because there's no channel out for real. It's only on in social medias and small comments, and someone called me and talked about but it's when we get out and there will be a live show, that's the time that we're gonna feel like, oh, we made a piece of art that we can stand. And
absolutely,
it's gonna be so different.
And what's your thoughts on touring at the moment? Anything in the pipeline? I guess you guys will have to wait for kind of Europe to ease off a little before you decide to come across.
Yeah, well, we have some plans for Spain tour, but we don't see it maybe happen, or maybe not. It's like, and we hope to get to Germany, but this year it seems like maybe not. but there will be another time for playing live also. Better to just let it get away first, and then we can do a real tour.
We have festival gigs in the summer, but I think they are too big I think they will be canceled. It's too many people. So maybe we can do some small shows, but yeah, we will see. Yeah.
Right.
Does
yeah.
it-
Time will tell.
Yeah, does it frustrate you? Do you get frustrated that you can't go out and perform live, or are you laid back enough that you want to wait so that people can get the full effect of the album, or are you champing at the bit to get out there?
I think now you're so used to this Corona, so I'm totally, how do you say, likgiltig.
Fine with it. Like
Yeah.
it's you have to deal with it, right?
Yeah, you have to deal with
Nothing
it.
you
So
can do with it.
yeah.
But maybe a little frustrated if you say it so. But still, it's like we can't do anything about it. But we're gonna do a live streamed session, so that's at least we can play together and do something, and that people can enjoy also with us.
Yeah.
I guess that the thing is, you're right. I think it's become second nature that you wake up in the morning. I'm fortunate that I go to work every day. I work
Right.
I work 11 hours a day, and I come home and I review at night. And I feel quite blessed that from the rigors of a hard day at work, you can put on some music and just chill out, and kind of lose yourself for a couple of hours before you have to get up and go to work again. So I guess it's just the norm. It's like eat, sleep, rave, repeat. You're kind of doing the same because it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But
it's the same for me also. I think Matte has it just the same also.
Yeah. You can't do nothing, so yeah, nothing you can do.
Just work and stay safe.
Yeah.
I kind of think the good thing when it all becomes safe. Glasgow. I guess you guys have been to Glasgow before.
I played it with Stacey Collins.
Okay.
I don't know if Matte played.
No, never been to Scotland. No.
When you come to Scotland, you will get an absolute rousing reception. Because what happens is Glasgow people, they love a night out. They love good old rock and roll, whether it be dirty blues, whether it be in your face, melting your face off with a 100-watt amps. They have a few beers and they just get right into the good old rock and roll. So if you do, and hopefully you will, come to Glasgow as part of your tour, you will be very surprised because Glaswegians are just, they let you know how they feel. If you're shit, you'll be told.
Yeah.
Or if you're good, they'll drink lots and they'll be singing to your music. So I hope that that you can do that, because it would be a shame that if you couldn't manage to get to Scotland. So speak to your fans, make it happen.
Actually, I have plans going to Scotland in October this year.
Okay.
I play in a Big Fat Mama. It's a Status Quo tribute, and we're gonna do the Macvention in Glasgow. It's a Status Quo event, so just a lot of Status Quo tribute bands, and I know that Status Quo made this album live, double LP album in Glasgow. Yeah,
at the Glasgow Apollo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and we always listen to that and try to make the same sound and same feel of that. So that's gonna be, if it's gonna happen this year, that's gonna be magic.
Yeah, well, if you do come to Scotland, look me up. I'll come down and I'll do a review of the show.
Oh yeah.
And we'll do an interview and we'll get it posted online.
Yeah, of course.
Great.
Do that.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Like, we would love to come to England and Scotland with Heavy Feather. We got lots of 90% of our like interviews and press. It's from the UK, so yeah, we would love to tour in the UK. Yeah,
I kind of think what you get is that because you have a different sound. I guess that's what attracts the Scottish or the English press to you guys and your sound, because it's something different that, you know, it's a different, there's a little bit of, it's a different groove to British blues rock. You know, it's totally different. I'm trying to explain that you would know when you listen to you guys that you're European.
Yeah.
From the British stuff. So I guess that's what a lot of reviewers, you know, want to hear. They want to hear a different sound.
Yeah.
And want to hear a different tone, you know. And I think it comes in bucketfuls with the album. So as I say, you know, you should be very proud of it because it's an absolute killer album.
All right. Thank you.
I was listening to it yesterday. The whole album, the first time in I don't know, a few months, and it's lots of cowbell.
Cowbell everywhere. Everybody loves a bit of cowbell, man.
Right. People go crazy. Yeah.
I never thought about it like that, but I understood when I listened to it yesterday. It is.
Yeah, we should have listen to Heavy Feather's new album. Treat yourself with cowbell.
Absolutely. Just cowbell of the future. Heavy.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a revival.
Yeah, but you know, though, I think it's one of those things that, you know, you're not afraid to put sounds like that into an album because of the groove and kind of how it comes across, which, you know, as I say, I think a lot of people will really resonate with. You know, they will really appreciate, you know, the work that's gone into it. You know, the vocals, the harmonies, the heavy bass lines, you know, the gritty guitars, you know, and just the whole package. It's just different, you know, and I think that's what makes it. I think that's what makes it for me an interesting album.
Well, for me, it's natural for me. I like the song "Come We Can Go." There's a cowbell also. Comp, what is it? So it's in the
groove.
It's in the groove, and I wanted to do Deep Purple thing. Fool No One. Ian Pace do a very fast. It's like a paradiddle roll, and he has his own touch to it, but it's so groovy, and it feels like it's. I want to do something like that, and we came up. I think me and Matte made that up in the rehearsal room. And so for me, it's like I want to do like this song, and then we just so.
But great.
I think it's good that you can kick it round, you know, and bounce off of one another as to kind of feel you want for the album, you know, and kind of how you want to play it, how you put it together. And I guess it's nice that you just what I want to do, and you know, you get other guys in the band and well, yeah, that's really cool, because I think it's the sound that, you know, that you think that people might want to hear. You know.
Yeah. But do you have any? What's your favorite song of? If you choose one or two.
My standout track for me personally is "Let It Shine."
Oh, yeah.
Let It Shine. You know, you go through an album, and you know that way. Sometimes you get a record that just stops you. And I was like, wow, that's just, you know, it's one of those ones you can just put on repeat, you know, and listen to it, you know, just the way it comes across and how how the whole track's put together. So that's my standout track. It may not be everyone's cup of tea. It may not be everyone think, oh no, there's better songs than that. But I don't think it's about having a better song. I think it's about a song that catches you. You know, you listen to them and you go, wow, grooving riffs, you know, cowbell, you know, heavy bass. But then you kind of think, oh, this song's a bit different. You know, and I think that's how it catches me. Sometimes, you know, people will go for the favourite song, or Mountain of Sugar, you know, or Lonely, Lonely, Lonely.
Right.
But you know, for me, you can think, well, it just catches you, and you think, wow, I really enjoy that song. So you can pass it on to the rest of the guys that they Let It Shine is my favourite, and obviously you can let me know what they think.
Right.
Yeah. Now I'm glad you say that. Actually, that's my favorite too. It's very personal for me and Lisa, and especially for me, it's about my cousin who I never met her, and then she died, and it's I like that tune very much too.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad you enjoy it.
Yeah, you know,
Really glad.
apologies for your cousin, you know, and sometimes you don't want to get, you know, too morose and stuff. But I guess that sometimes when you're doing a song, or you've got a melody or a harmony, it's about something that's happened, you know. And I guess that's how it comes across, and that's what I mean about how it grabs you, because you've got just a smoothness about it, just something that you kind of think, wow, I could listen to that again, you know. So that means that what you guys have put down has come across so well. You know?
And Matte, did you write the lyrics of that also?
No, it's Lisa's lyrics.
Okay, but your story.
Yeah, she's involved in that too. So yeah. So
right.
Yeah. Both stories.
All right.
Yeah.
And how did we wrote that song? Did you come to the rehearsal with it done, and we just played it together after, or?
I don't remember. I remember I did just a demo on it, and
you had a pretty clear vision of.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember actually, but I think it was pretty clear.
It's good for me to just remind you.
Yeah.
So it's 1.5 years ago we wrote the songs done, right? And 2 years since we started writing songs.
Wow. And I guess also the thing is that when you've written the songs and you've recorded it so far back, it's one of those things that you think, will we ever release it in time? Will people like it? You know, will the sound move on? You know, what will people think about it? You know, so I guess that's a testament that that people like what they hear. You know, even though you've written it 18 months ago. You know, so that's testament to how you put the song together and how you are as a band.
Yeah, we almost just listen to old music from the 60s and 70s. So a good song is always a good song, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think they don't make them like that anymore. You know, the 60s and 70s. I think that that there's a different genre now. There's a different take on how music's made. You know, and you listen to some of the 60s and 70s stuff. You know, I like lots of Buddy Rich and Oscar Peterson. You know, and people are like, "Who's that?" You know, and you're thinking it's a different sound. You know, it's a different era. You know, to what we have today. And I guess the older stuff is really cool because you from that kind of stuff you get movies like Whiplash. You know, all about a crazed drum teacher. You know, who wants to find the perfect student. And I guess that's what's good about it. They're taking all of their the pent up frustration based on a 60s and 70s sound. With the different style of drums, and I think that's really important. So and I guess that comes across in you guys as playing as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I may be talking sense tonight. I may not be. Who knows? But I guess it's just how. I guess it's just how you feel. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear the last thing you said.
I said to you, when they make movies like that based on old kind of style drum playing and things like this and leadership, it comes across well, in the album and how you guys have brought it out, and I said my last comment was, I may be talking rubbish, who knows?
Yeah.
We don't know, but I guess it's my opinion, on your album. You may have different reviewers and different magazines and podcasts who may have a different sound or a different feel to what you've put out. So mine's is only one of many that you will get from the music industry to tell you how good or how bad it is or how different it is. So I hope that, as I say, when you get my review, that you will like it and you will give me a thumbs up or the middle finger. I might get that. Who knows? Who knows?
I don't think so.
But we shall see.
Yeah.
So what is your plans just now? What are you guys doing? Just working and chilling out, or are you back in the studio? Are you making any more music? Is it just waiting for the world to open?
Right now, it's quite a lot of work with the release, and right now we're gonna rehearsal for the live stream. So we're gonna learn the whole album again. Haven't played it for years, so yeah. So
and when is the live stream?
It's the 2nd May, Sunday.
Oh, the Sunday. That's near
8 o'clock.
Near my birthday.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I'm on the 5th of May, so.
Okay. Yeah.
I will.
Almost.
I will listen in. You can send me the link, and I may even do a live review for it.
Right.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, we're gonna do the whole album from start to end, so straight through.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe some interview and some talking also, but
yeah,
we're gonna play it in the studio room that we recorded the album. So yeah, we're gonna talk, as Ola said, the producer is there and talk a little bit of everything and something and
Talk us through the cowbell, Ola.
Right. Yeah. Only talking about the cowbell. Well, have we talked about the cowbell yet?
I think I may have mentioned it at the start of the interview, but I don't think I've spoken about it since. So we can maybe have a minute or so of you talking about cowbell, so that people understand what they can expect from the album.
Right.
It's a yellow one, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. It's yellow.
So, are you doing merch as well? Are you planning to release some merch and things like this? Because I think that a lot of, through like the pandemic and stuff, when you're looking at the album, a lot of bands are throwing out merch and stuff, because I think that that's another way of making a little bit of money when before the world opens up. So, if you've got some merch, drop me a link and I'll purchase a T-shirt. Because it's always nice to advertise bands that we will promote on the website.
Yeah.
So
right,
you can
Matte has the T-shirt on him.
Yeah, I think
Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yep.
I thought I may have got one, but you know, maybe when you come to Glasgow, you can
Right.
hit me
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna do small. I have a friend who does leather garments. What do you call it? Hantverk. So he works in leather, and we're gonna do like a stamp with a heavy feather, and it's gonna go for bottles or pints or whatever. So it's gonna be a heavy feather beer bottle.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So listen,
And
I obviously I don't want to keep you guys too long, but it's been an absolute pleasure to chat. It's been an absolute pleasure to get to know you guys. Shame that we missed the other two, but maybe in a couple of months, we'll touch base again, and we'll maybe do an interview with the four of you. One for live stream and things like that. So you can drop me a link to the live stream. I will endeavour to do a review for it from the studio because I think they're really popular.
right.
Yeah. Great. Yeah.
Just let me know when it is, what time it is, and I'll get a review sorted for you.
Yeah. I send you a link. Yeah.
Cool. Brilliant. So obviously, once we finish, you can one of you can drop me your email address, and I'll send across the review, and you can use it to let the cat sit on or whatever once you're finished with it.
No. Yeah. No. It'll be great.
And then you
Great
can let me know what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope we get together in Glasgow in October.
Yeah, please do keep
if you like status quo.
Yeah. So many a time in Glasgow. I was fortunate enough to work with them. I used to be a bodyguard a long time ago, and I used to work with them. They did, it was years and years ago. I think it was the early 90s. They did 4 gigs in 4 cities in one day. We flew around by helicopter and stuff like that. So it was quite cool.
Cool.
London, Manchester, Birmingham, and Glasgow. So that was quite cool. So as I say, I'm quite fortunate that I've been in the music industry for probably 30 years. I've worked with a lot of nice, cool bands. I've travelled the world. I've been really fortunate. So but it's a pleasure to meet guys like yourself. Quite humble and just happy to come on and have a chat. And talk about your music and stuff. So it's been a real pleasure to chat to you guys tonight. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, our pleasure. Thank you. Yeah.
So this is Darren from Jace Media in conversation with Ola and Matt from Heavy Feather. If you haven't heard Mountain of Sugar, go check it out. It's a killer album, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed. So, guys, thanks for your time. Take it easy. We will.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, guys, take it easy.
Hope we see you.
Yeah. Cool.
Bye. Thank you. Thank you.